And then there's some other pieces as well. My lens stuff and stuff like that. Is everyone still on Lens? Anybody still engaging with Lens? I have to say I haven't been on it for a while.
Yeah,
I'm on there.
I play with Lens. Absolutely.
What's the vibe with Lens at the moment? Oh, hang on, it's Bacon Sandwich. Hang on. hang on. I'll get it together. Tell us all about Lens, Bacon Sandwich while I get your song together.
So Lens is like Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, everything. Instagram, the lot, and it's all done through a Web3 wallet. So your identity is that said wallet, and you can post on social media, and there's lots of friends to make, and it's genuinely a platform for freedom of speech, because there is no overlords. It's purely pure freedom of speech.
And I mean, I obviously, I've been I messed around with Lens a couple of months ago, but I have to say I haven't been drawn back to it. I know some people are really engaged with Lens and really doing it, but it's been a good couple of weeks since I was last there.
Well, I mean, there are lots and lots of applications to use on the Lens platform. There is one that kind of replicates every kind of social media. So I'll send you a list. I came across this list of like the top 20 or top 30 projects on Lens, and some of them were really, really interesting that you might want to look more into. And then you might get the itch for the Lens protocol again. But I started using it for the airdrop opportunities.
Airdrop. Winebags, I know you're quite active on Lens, aren't you?
Yeah, and I'm actually using Lens as sort of like a marketing tool for this project. So I've been very active on there in the last week, and will be this whole month. But yeah, I'm still, I like Lens. I think there's definitely potential there as a platform, and I like sort of how modular it can be, and how many. Yeah, I'm a fan.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I don't know. Something just didn't connect with me when I'm a busy man, so it needs to be kind of like a bit more instant, I think, for me. And I think for me, I just felt a little bit like it's sort of a little bit early days, and so I was kind of like, okay, I've done my thing, I've got my Lens thing, and people keep trying to buy it off me and all that kind of stuff, And it's like I'm sort of engaging a little bit on Lenster, but not really. But anyway. Regardless of that, he has appeared like a vision in the sky, like Jesus Christ, and he is here amongst the animals. Yes, I am talking about Mr. Bacon Sandwich, the Bacon Bites himself, coming in with those crazy bacon bites, giving us some lowdown about the crypto community. Let's have the music right now. Here it is. It's Bacon Sandwich's song. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's Bacon Sandwich. There you go. That music means only one thing. It's time for Bacon Bites with Mr. Bacon Sandwich. How are you, mate? How's everything?
What's up, everybody? You know what? That's very quickly becoming my favourite 30 seconds of the week. I'm not gonna lie. I love that. It's amazing.
It is good, actually. It is good. Everybody will be wanting their own theme tune. So, Genzo will want it. So Emily's going to want one. Everybody's going to want one on this space. Maybe you will get one. In fact, I might well come through with one next week for everybody. How are you, Bacon Sandwich? What's going on? What is going on with the markets today, this week? Going on? It's like we had Binance last week, Coinbase at the end of the week. What's going on this week?
It's been an interesting week. Obviously, lots of altcoins absolutely tanked. I think there's a few reasons for it. I think it probably goes back to the SEC and what they're doing with Coinbase and Binance and this sort of thing. And what I think it is money makers in the market are removing their liquidity from the market, and there were not many buy orders that were sort of getting ready to execute. So when the price tanked, there wasn't really anything to hold it up. But my little zone that I was looking at, the 25,222 held up. It didn't quite get that low, but it was more of an area than an exact line. And it looked like it held up quite well on that zone that I was looking at. So we could be looking at positive for Bitcoin in the not so distant future. And altcoins could have maybe have found their bottom from this drop as well, and given the market an opportunity to go up from here.
For those that don't know, could you maybe tell us a little bit about what a market maker is? Because it sounds a little bit dubious. And I think there is certain levels of it that are a bit dubious, isn't it? But could you explain what a market maker is?
Yeah, a market maker is your homework for today. Have a look at market makers. So market makers are the people with the biggest bags, and they're the ones that can actually move the market and change the price. So yeah, they're the biggest players in the game.
Change the price? Are you talking about manipulation here?
We're talking about manipulation.
I thought it was free markets.
We are talking about manipulation. It is manipulation, and I think we've probably seen some manipulation in the market with this most recent drop in altcoins. So yeah, I think it's a kind of a calculated move where it was the time of day that it happened as well, at 5 a.m. UK time. So I thought that was quite unusual. And that's because the buy orders just simply weren't there from the market makers, and the price tanked.
Okay, so to give an example, market makers will have buy or sell orders in place, through automation, because they never do it themselves. Billions of different bots or whatever that are programmed to buy or sell at a certain price. And they're buying huge amounts and they're selling huge amounts. And of course, that if you buy and you sell, it's market. So if you buy something, pushes the price up. If you sell something, it pushes the price down. So what you're saying, and generally speaking, these market makers, they all follow these same patterns and trends, right? Because they're all analyzing the market in exactly the same way. So they often have, and as you quite right said, Bacon Sandwich, that there will be support lines or resistance lines at certain prices, of which the low 25s is one for Bitcoin. So if it fell below that, that would have meant that the market makers would start selling off, and that would push the price down even more. Or if it held at that point, it was because the market makers were actually buying at that point, and that would then push the price up, which of course is bullish for prices. Going back to altcoins again, would you say, no financial advice, would you say this is a good time to buy some altcoins as a consequence?
Well, history says when those sort of things happen, they tend to be good buying opportunities. So whether you buy it now and the price goes up a little bit and you don't do anything with it, you hold it and the price may go lower. In the long game, this thing would be worth significantly more than this current price range. So as a risk reward, it would be less risky to buy now than it would be to buy, when everything's going crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's like people are like throwing their toys out the pram when Bitcoin went to $40,000, and now they're scared to buy at $25,000. So there you go, whatever. I just always buy a little bit every month. That's what I do. It's called dollar cost averaging, and it means that you just, you can worry about the markets if you want, or you can just buy a little bit every month. That's what I do. But it's not financial advice. Please don't buy anything that you can't afford to lose, because it could all go to shit, just like everything could go to shit.
Yeah, don't buy anything based on what I say. That's down to you to do your own research and learn the things that you're buying. You understand what you're buying. That's why I don't mess with these meme coins and stuff. I want to know what I'm buying. I don't want to mess with that stuff.
No, I agree. But you can buy everything that I tell you to buy, because I am, of course, BitBoy. And that's, people don't realize that I am in fact BitBoy. And, that guy who does BitBoy isn't really BitBoy. I'm BitBoy. Not really. Only joking. Don't buy anything that I tell you to buy. But what have you been, just out of interest, what have you been buying this week, Bacon Sandwich? No financial advice.
Yeah, I haven't really had the capital to deploy the last couple of weeks, so I've been holding off. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking to enter in, when I've got some capital to enter into it.
Fair enough, my brother. We're all in that state at the moment, I think.
I'm disappointed that I can't take advantage of the current situation, but yeah, I'm getting there.
Well, you know, I'm sure you have bags already. Bags and bags and bags and bags. So we're coming up to about 7:30 here in the UK. I normally pack this in about 8 o'clock. I want to remind you all that there is a ticket for Blockdown Festival going for free tonight. I've been really shit at actually reminding everybody. All you had to do was retweet the room tweet, which is, I think, the first in the Jumbotron at the top there. And follow me and follow Token Tracks, Token, if you don't know what it is, TokenTraxx. It's in my profile. Follow those two, retweet the room for a chance to win a ticket to Blockdown Festival. If for those that don't know, who weren't here at the beginning of the space, Blockdown Festival is happening in the Algarve, 10th to the 12th of July. Going to be a really amazing festival. I got a really good vibe about this because it's in a kind of almost like a holiday camp. So we're all going to be in it together, and they've got, you know, all kinds of stuff going on, like obviously panels and shit like that. But we're doing Token Tracks are running the music stage. We've got Josh Savage, we've got Emma Miller. We've got, I think Nifty's coming. I think Sound of Fractures is coming. I think Alice is coming. There's going to be some great people down there. Got some panels going. We've got all kinds of people. We've got some people coming in.
I wanted to ask you, actually.
When
you said Lisbon earlier, were you talking Lisbon, Portugal or Australia?
Lisbon, Portugal.
Okay.
I didn't even know there was a Lisbon, Australia, but I'm sure there probably is. Yeah, I was in Lisbon, Portugal last week for the Non-Fungible Conference. I'm also going to be speaking at ETH Barcelona as well. I'm not quite sure what day that will be, but that's actually the week before Blockdown. So, but yeah, you can win a ticket for Blockdown. All you got to do is follow me, follow Token Tracks, retweet the room, and I'll be announcing that in about 10, 15 minutes, the winner of that one.